Have you ever noticed how your mind never stops talking? It takes one answered message, one silence, one situation in the traffic, and then it starts creating an entire story about what's happening and what should be happening. And all of that is not even based on truth. It's based on your fears. And the truth is, what's hurting you the most is not what's happening, it's what you believe it means. So, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. So, let me share with you right now 10 steps that would help you overcome overthinking. Let's check it out. First, let's discover what's the real problem. The real problem is not your thoughts, it's the way you interpret reality. Your mind doesn't like the unknown, it hates silence. So when it doesn't have answers, it makes up a bridge. A story filled up with worst case scenario, trauma, old wounds, and shaky logic. But overthinking isn't too many thoughts. It's too many assumptions mistaken for truth. You think you are being rational, but what you are really doing is trying to control uncertain future by building explanation out of fear. Joe Dispenza said, "Your personality creates your personal reality, and your personality is built up on the stories you keep repeating." So the real shift happens when you question the story, not the event. Thoth, the ancient Egyptian god of wisdom, said it 1,000 years ago. You do not control the field, but you tune yourself to it. The truth is, your suffering comes not from life, but from the narrator in your head who's telling you the story. Let me share with you 10 steps that will help you to overcome overthinking. Step number 1, catch the first story instantly. When you feel anxious, pause and ask yourself, what story am I telling myself right now? Step number 2, use the 6 packs method. And the 6 packs comes from the 6 packs of the sport, but this method is called like this. So how to use this method? When your mind gives you a negative assumption, go ahead and write down 6 other assumptions that could explain the truth in a different ways. So challenge this negative assumption. Challenge it by writing 6 other possible explanations. Let me share with you an example for this practice. For example, if someone didn't reply your text message, so you go ahead and say, he doesn't reply my text message, that means he's ignoring me or ghosting me. Now in this situation, in the 6 packs method, you're going to write down 6 possible explanations that also might be true and also is just an assumption at the end of the day. 1, maybe he's busy. 2, maybe he's asleep. 3, maybe he's thinking what to say. Maybe he's struggling. Maybe he cares too much. Maybe it has nothing to do with me. So the idea here is when you give 6 other possibilities, you show your mind that it's not just one possibility and not only one truth that your mind is trying to convince you, but there are also other realities that might be there. That's why this overthinking is not going to solve any problem, because it really hates the unknown. So the mind really doesn't like the unknown. So he will do everything to convince you that what he's telling you is the only truth. So this practice is going to help you, or going to help your mind to start noticing that there are also other possibilities, and so attract to your life better possibilities. Step number 3, ask, is this story is loving, is peaceful? Does this thought or assumption is related to your loving, compassion, and peaceful? Does this story or assumption is aligned with my values, which is love, peace, compassion? Or is this story is punishing me right now? So here you can notice. You can notice the difference between the assumptions or the stories that actually makes you weaker, that does really nothing to you but weakens you or make you feel that you wanna even work or even don't wanna do anything and get depressed and all that? Or do you choose the assumption or the story that makes you stronger, that push you, that gives you energy, not a story that drains your energy? So here we can actually, when you go to the list of the 6 packs list, which is the 6 other possibilities, when you go to them and read them again, choose only the assumptions that are related to your values, which is love, compassion, and peace. Only choose the assumptions that are like empowering you. Choose the assumptions that are loving to you, that are not punishing you, that are making you want to do more, want to be more. And takes us to step number 4, which is asking, does this story or assumptions gives me power or does it take it away? The truth will always make you feel lighter, but fear will steal your energy. Step number 5, assume that you don't know anything. Your mind wants certainty, but life is quantum, uncertain and magical. So in this step, what's required from you to do is just to sit down and breathe. Step number 6, invite new stories in. You are the author and the writer of your chapter. Tell a story that heals you, not haunts you. Step number 7, identify whose voice is speaking. Is it your old self? Is it your mother's fear or your society expectations? If it's not from your higher self, don't let it lead. Step number 8, don't argue with the past. You are not trying to win an old war. You are creating peace now. Let go of the need to be right about your pain. Step number 9, watch your body. Overthinking is not just mental, but it's also physical. When you're spiraling, move, shake it, reset your nervous system. So in this step, what's required from you is to observe your body. Try always to observe your body, especially when you are in a trauma response or in a shadow response. Okay, so you just need to always try to observe how your body reacts. And then, instead of healing the thought itself, heal the feeling itself and ask, what story or assumption is behind this hurt or feeling? Because what I want you to understand is your higher self or the real self, the true you, has not been hurt or didn't have any harm. It's just still pure, still complete, still whole. Okay, so all these feelings, all these traumas, all these are just stories. That's why shadow work is really important. And I'll be making videos about shadow work because this is going to be the key for you to step out into the world that you're looking for and to be able to control the matrix or the simulation. So if you didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe because I'm making a new amazing video just for you. Let's continue. So that's take us to the last step and the 10th step. And the 10th step, which is, it's just a thought. Not truth, not prophecy, not final. It's just a thought. And you can choose a better one. And at the end, the most powerful realization you'll ever have is that you are not the voice in your head. You are the one hearing it. I hope the message arrived. What's happening to you is not happening to you, to your higher self, to your true self. It's happening to the avatar that you are choosing for playing this matrix or simulation called life. So this is not the real you. So what you need to do is just to have the shadow work, accept the parts that you've been rejecting a whole lifetime, and then you'll see how your life will miraculously change. And maybe, just maybe, this video was a wake-up call for you. Not to stop thinking, but to start thinking differently, with love, with freedom, and power. Now that you see your mind tricks, you'll never see your thoughts the same again. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.